is kosher, or another word that you may have heard, kashrut? Kosher or kashrut means okay. Kosher can be an animal that we eat, or kosher can be a book that we read from. A Torah scroll is kosher when everything is written perfectly. There's no letter missing. So therefore you can read from that scroll. The scroll is kosher. The same happens with food. Food is kosher when it is okay. That doesn't mean that it tastes good or smells good. No. The food is kosher when the animal was the right animal, when it was prepared and slaughtered properly, according to the Jewish tradition, and it was cooked in the right way. So kosher or kashrut means a state of okay. Okay? There are certain animals that we can eat. Those animals are kosher, are okay.
To be considered kosher, a four-legged animal must have a split hoof and chew its cud. Some examples of kosher animals would be cows, sheep, deer, lamb, and even giraffes.
But who would want to eat a giraffe?
Animals that would not be kosher would be pigs, for having split hooves but not chewing their cud, and rabbits for chewing their cud but not having split hooves. For fowl, birds of prey are not kosher. Kosher birds, however, include chickens, ducks, geese, and turkeys.
I know you like sushi, and you may be wondering, can I eat it? Well, the answer is maybe.
For a fish to be kosher, it must have fins and scales. This would mean fish like salmon, tuna, and cod would be kosher. But all shellfish like crabs, lobsters, shrimp, oyster, octopi, and squid are not kosher. Also, scaleless fish like catfish, sharks, and eels should not be eaten.
So make sure that you know which fish is in the sushi that you are about to eat. Another important aspect of the laws and the rules of kashrut, of kosher, is the way the animal is slaughtered. The Jewish people make sure that the animal is slaughtered in a very particular way, trying to lessen the suffering of the animal.
This means that though the animal may be one that is kosher, the way it was slaughtered may not have been. In order to make sure your meat has been prepared kosher, you should only purchase products with one of the kosher symbols on its packaging. You can also purchase food found in the kosher aisle of your local grocery store, or shop at a store that only sells kosher goods.
The tradition of not mixing meat and dairy is an old one. It comes from the Torah. Lo tevasher igdi b'chalev imo. You shall not cook the kid in its mother's milk. The rabbis learn from there that we cannot cook, eat, or take advantage of any meal that contains simultaneously dairy and meat. For example, if I'm going to eat meatballs, I cannot put on top of the meatballs Parmesan cheese. That's mixing meat and dairy. Certain people have the custom to wait between eating meat and dairy.
Some wait 30 minutes while others wait up to 6 hours, but generally it is not kosher to eat meat and dairy in the same meal. Differentiating between what is meat and what is dairy is very important for keeping kosher. Meat specifically refers to meat products that come from mammals and fowl, like cows and chickens, as well as their bones and broth. Dairy refers to all foods that are made of milk, including butter, yogurt, and cheese. These cannot be eaten with meat.
Sorry, no more cheeseburgers.
All other foods are categorized as parv, meaning neutral in Hebrew. These are foods that can be eaten with either meat or dairy. This includes non-animal products like grains, fruits, vegetables, and nuts. But surprisingly, foods like eggs, non-milk chocolate, and fish are even parv. Mixing meat and dairy dishes is also prohibited.
A lot of people in their homes keep two sets of utensils, one for meat and one for dairy. Food was great, but now I have to make the dishes. I'm ready, but I need to make sure first not to mix the utensils that are meat and dairy. And not only that, I keep one sponge for meat and a different one for dairy, making sure that whenever I clean and make the dishes, nothing is mixed. I hope you learn and enjoy learning about kashrut. And now, on to the next lesson.